The next clip is the first 20 minutes of a Crossing Borders podcast episode. Visit youtube.com/@CrossingBordersPodcast or check out Crossing Borders on Spotify or Google Podcasts for the full episode. Links are available in the description.
Welcome, listeners, to Crossing Borders, a podcast that is not about immigration. I'm your host, Sid, also known as Squidney, and this is my co-host, Josh, also known as Mythic. Grab your passports and join us for episode number 5, where we will be talking about AI. And this is a special episode, too, so get ready for that. Yeah.
Very special.
But first, let's catch up on each other's week. Josh, anything interesting happened to you, or do you have a story to share, I should say?
Well. Remember the cockroach story way back then?
Oh, no.
Here's the sequel. So the other day, my area was announced like, hey, we're going to have another pesticide stuff happening. So I was like, uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. And we asked the reason why we're doing it again, right? Because apparently there's more mosquitoes, and a couple of people that live in my area were already infected with the disease. So yeah, okay, fine, sure. I guess round 2 of a cockroach whack-a-mole and a super horror game. And yeah, they did the thing, and I was outside my house at the time because, you know, I'm not going to be stuck in the bathroom again at the... Not Never a second again. Time. Nah, not doing that again. So I'm out of my house, and I come back, and, well, a lot less cockroaches because I dealt with the first wave of the army the first time around, and it's still a lot, mind you. There's like still at least 15 in each bathroom, and then outside there was like around 20 that, you know, I can just stomp with my shoe.
Yeah, because that will work.
Which is disgusting still. Yeah, and then I went in my house, cleaned up the cockroach carcasses, and it was still smelly. Smell of the dead bodies, obviously, and I thought, okay, we're good, we're clear, time to take a nap. And I took a quick nap. I woke up, went out of my room, and I was like, oh no, there's a cockroach. So we have in my house at least, we have sort of a high ceiling, even though it's like only one floor, right? So the cockroach was hanging on the wall, on the quite near to the roof, so it was quite high and unreachable, even though you're like holding a swatter or something. So I was like, how am I supposed to? I mean, like when it was in the bathroom, the bathroom walls ain't too high, so I can, accurately throw a slipper and accurately hit the cockroach to kill it. This is not the case this time. It's up there, and I can't reach it. I have to climb up with a ladder, and that's dangerous already. So I climbed on the ladder, grabbed my sword. I was like, okay. All it takes is one hit, and I smack.
Yeah.
There's a saying here. There's a saying that everybody gangsta until the cockroach flies, right? And it flew. It spread its wings and it flew. And I was like, whoa! I was like, oh no! I frantically went down the stairs, and then the cockroach flew across the room onto the other wall, onto the other high wall. So I was like, curse you,
it's like,
cockroach!
Get me now,
so,
peasant.
Move the chair.
I'm above you.
Climb up again. Prepare to swat it. I was like, okay, if I swat it this way, it won't go to the kitchen. It will go to around like sort of a small backyard or more of a side yard, so that if it flies off away, I don't really care, as long as it doesn't get more inside of the house, I guess. So like I swat it that way, and it defied physics. I don't know how the cockroach dodged my swat, but he flew into the kitchen opposite the way I was. I don't understand. This cockroach has like 9,000 IQ or something.
You're not gonna dupe
flew
me,
into the kitchen.
fool.
It's like, oh no!
I have the high ground.
Yeah, I know. It's like in the kitchen, like, okay, I gotta kill this cockroach quick because if it goes over my food and stuff, that's
nice
bad. That's real bad. I have to throw out a lot of stuff. So yeah, quickly I managed to kill it. This time I just took a piece of scrap paper. I don't use this water anymore, so it was like crawling on the floor of the kitchen. So I grabbed a piece of old paper and I just smacked it with my hand. Crunch it, You hear that crackle? I'm like, yes, okay, he's dead. I lift up the paper. He walks again. I was like, what? How is this possible?
This creature is immortal.
I know, and I keep smacking it again, right? And then every time I lift up, it walks again. I'm like, how is this possible,
Grabs
mate?
like a pan and just like
last time, I think it was
like
the
metal
third
pan. Tries boiling it alive and it's still fine.
So
you're like, what is happening?
I know, like, what is this wizard? What is this witchery? Is he using any spells? Any protection spells? The third time I swatted with my hand. Finally, it said, "Whoa, okay, that's dealt with." Throw it in a bin, and I can finally let out a sigh until I looked up and there's another cockroach up at the wall. I was like,
I have been reincarnated.
No! And that's basically my afternoon gone in the drain. So yeah, I won't continue because it's more or less the same story of trying to kill that cockroach. Because they just won't die. I just keep hitting them and they won't die. That's why it makes me so
they got
angry.
That enchanted armor.
Anyways, yeah. How was your week, man?
So recently, I purchased a video game I have had my eyes on for like 2 years, or maybe not 2 years, but for a while.
Whoa. Okay.
This video game
what's it called?
Is called Rain World.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm dumb because I don't keep up with games a lot. Is it Rim World or Rain
World? Like rain from the sky.
Okay. What's it about?
Essentially, you play as a slug cat, and you run around. And just go with it. He's cute. And you run around this like 2D world, and you try to survive and get to the end. There's a story, but I have no idea what it is. And the cool thing about it, though, is the AI and animations are like really cool. So the way they do it is none of the creatures are animated like you normally would, like where you get the guy and then you animate the leg movements like if you're making a movie, What they did is they used procedural animation, which means it calculates what they're probably supposed to look like based on like what angle they're at, where they're looking, where the near points of land are, to try to guess where the feet will be and where the tail will be. Yeah.
Oh.
So the creatures can like coil around really complicated shapes and look fine because it's all procedural. It's all coded animation. And it makes it look really cool.
Okay.
The second cool thing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The second cool thing is the AI is really cool. So all the monsters, they're not like traditional like bad guys in a video game. Like for example, in a Mario, you run around the level and all the turtles just walk back and forth, and then they hit you, you die.
Yep.
In Rain World,
very basic.
The creatures act like actual animals. They like run around. They hunt other creatures. If there's a lot of lizards, so if like a lizard's trying to hunt you and trying to eat you, then maybe there's a chance another lizard could show up and fight the first lizard over you as food, and then they'll start fighting, and you can escape.
What? Yo,
I know, it's cool.
Advanced.
And then there's like these
interesting
vultures, which are like these massive birds that like have smoke coming off of them or something, and they like swoop down from the sky and just like pick up like lizards and you or whatever, and it's really cool.
Whoa, that sounds cool for a 2D game.
Pretty cool. And then there's the scavengers, which are programmed to act like players. Essentially, they're supposed to be They're supposed to be your equals.
Okay.
In intelligence. So. Yeah, it's a really cool game, and I'm really looking forward to playing it. Maybe on my channel a bit, maybe a live stream.
Oh yeah, make sure to check out Squidney's channel.
Squidney
Link in the description down below or on our
Make sure
about
to check out Mythic's channel.
Squidney Games on YouTube.
On YouTube.
That is right.
Although he doesn't need as much help as I do. Please subscribe. No,
all right. You could also subscribe on our Crossing Borders YouTube channel. Or hit follow on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, wherever you're hearing this on.
Yeah, hear more random stories about killing cockroaches and me just having the most random things to talk about, while Mythic's always having literal battlegrounds going on in his house.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's wrong here, mate, honestly.
Anyways, artificial intelligence.
The interesting topic of the year.
I love AI, and it is amazing.
They are going to eventually surpass humans, and we're all going to die.
Now, they're awesome.
For now, it's cool. For now, we support. Later on, who knows?
But since today is episode 5, what we're doing is every 5th episode, so like episode 5, episode 10, episode 15, following that pattern, we're going to have a special episode. Yeah. And in this special episode,
outside of the topic of America versus Indonesia. So,
we'll mix things
up a bit
by changing the topic up and maybe doing a little something other than just talking about a subject, Like, maybe we'll do a spicy food challenge sometime.
Wait, hold on a
very
minute.
Spicy.
A spicy
like, so
food
spicy
challenge?
It makes you cry.
Are you trying to kill me?
I think hot Cheetos are a little too spicy for me, so I follow if you want to see that.
Okay, this is sort of an Indonesian thing. I have to get into this a little quick. I need to explain to Squidney here. I can't eat spicy food. We have here a brand of instant noodles in Indonesia called Indomie, and it is one of the most delicious food in the world. Please, if you have a chance, go buy it. It's so good. Any flavor, it's so good. Anyways, that every type of the flavor has their own chili pack, and the chili pack is rated as not too spicy. And basically, if you can't eat the spicy or the chili pack in that instant noodle pack, that means you can't eat spicy food. And I can't eat the spicy thing. I mean, I can, but I'll suffer real bad.
So neither of us are good with spice at all.
You suggesting spicy food challenge? Oh, no, you can't eat spicy food as well?
Spicy food too. Like when I go to like a Mexican restaurant and get like, I don't know, some sort of enchilada. Enchiladas are really good, by the way. I love enchiladas. But the sauce, most of the time, if it's like the not spicy sauce, it's just barely. It's like it's teasing the borderline between just enough spice and being a little bit too spicy. So.
Oh, okay. But this is not the topic. We're going out of this. Anyway, back to AI. Squidney suggested a contest. So will you elaborate?
So, listeners, prepare yourselves for the contest of the day. The day. No,
the
just
century.
Just the day.
Oh, never mind.
It's not that grandiose.
All right. Okay.
Maybe even the contest of the week. But...
the contest of the week. Let's go.
Kind of scary, actually.
Very nice.
We are going to use it's a free AI called ChatGPT. Is that what it's called? OpenAI.
OpenAI.
Yeah,
it's called OpenAI.
And we are going to use OpenAI's chatbot to generate stories. And then we're going to have a contest.
Ooh, I love stories.
The best wins.
So the contest, not only the best stories, but the best storyteller.
Maybe we should have a few categories. We should have like best in actual plot,
True.
best in like the setting, and best in humor.
Oh, wait. Okay. So you're saying best in setting, best in plot, and best in
humor.
What's
comedy,
the last one?
The laughs, the giggles, the chortles, and the
Humor.
chuckles.
Okay.
We got them here, folks. I have no idea where that came from, but that was pretty smooth.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's fine. All right. Time to generate stories. So, what's the topic here? What's the so we don't go too abroad.
I'm gonna ask the AI generate me some story prompts.
Topics.
Oh, I need to reload.
Or prompts, yeah, or like categories, because this episode is about AI, so we're using AI to do everything.
Everything is about AI.
We can even ask the AI to write the outro or something.
That might
awesome,
be cool. Actually, we could even.
We should have done that for the intro. It's fine. It's fine.
But we could have the AI make the thumbnail. I already made a thumbnail, but
your thumbnail looks good though.
I
can
just
honest.
plug that in as like a reference image, and then it could come up with. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. A few story ideas. Write a story about a person who discovers they have the ability to time travel, but can only travel to the past. Okay, write a story about a group of friends who decide to start a business together, but things don't go as planned. 3, write a story about a person who's stuck in a repeating day and must find a way to break the cycle. 4, write a story about a young wizard who must face an evil sorceress and her army of dark creatures. And 5, write a story about a person who inherits an old house, but when they move in, they discover that it is haunted by the ghost of the previous owner.
Okay. Here, how about this? I'm gonna write my own prompt. You're gonna write your own prompt,
okay.
and we'll just read out whatever comes out. Okay, we'll give each other 3 minutes to come up with an idea, and we'll come back.
Are you ready?
Oh, all right. I'm ready. You ready?
Well, that was perfect timing.
Okay.
Would you like to go first?
Okay. I'd say you propose a title, and I'll propose a title for our story that was generated by the AI, and we'll let the viewers or the listeners decide who has the best title. Okay. So, what's your title?
The title of my story is Josh, the Mythic Magician.
Oh, no. No. Okay. My title is okay, this is hard.
You could always ask the AI to come up with a title for it.
I could, but I kind of want to come up with my own title. Come on, brain, work. Think hard. I'll title it The Key.
The Key. Ooh.
Simple.
Mysterious. Very simple.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or should I?
I will go first. Yeah. So.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
My prompt that I gave it was, write me a short story starring a mythical magician named Josh, set in a high fantasy world with dire stakes. And this is what it gave me.
Okay, let's listen, everyone.
Okay. Josh was a legendary magician, known throughout the kingdom for his extraordinary powers and his bravery in the face of danger. He had defeated countless foes and saved countless lives, earning him the respect and admiration of all who knew him. But, despite his many accomplishments, Josh had never faced a challenge like the one that lay before him now. Great evil had risen in the land, threatening to enslave the kingdom and plunge it into darkness. Only Josh had the power to stop it, but the stakes were dire, and the odds seemed impossible. With a heavy heart, Josh set out on his quest, determined to save his people, no matter what the cost. He traveled through the treacherous mountains and dense forests, braving raging storms and facing down fierce beasts. Every step of the journey was fraught with a danger. But Josh remained resolute, driven by his sense of duty and his love for his kingdom. I accidentally smacked my mic right then. At last, after many grueling days of travel, Josh arrived at the lair of the evil sorceress. The sight that greeted him was one of unspeakable horrors. Twisted creatures and dark magic abounded.
Check out Crossing Borders Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, or Google Podcasts for the full episode. Links are available in the description. Thanks for listening.